And I know that you have, written about relationship issues, and I wonder what you're hearing from people who are navigating their marriages or their family relationships during this time, and how you're advising them.
Well, relationships are very strained when you're in a house with people, and it's nice to visit with family, but if you're stuck there for 4 months, and couples who used to go to work for 8, 10 hours a day are now seeing each other 24/7, it's going to put a strain on a lot of relationships. Here's what you need to do truly. First of all, and I'm going to use this term lightly, but I mean over communicate. And by over communicate, I mean do it to beyond the point you actually think is necessary, because it's actually necessary to do a lot. We tend to have a feeling that the more we know someone, the less we have to ask them what they're thinking, because we can guess. We know them well enough, and they should be able to tell what I'm thinking. It's an assumption that we see with couples who have been together for a very long time. It's called perspective taking, right? Taking the other person's perspective, getting an idea of where they're at. Couples who are together for a very long time are very bad at this. For one reason, they don't think it's necessary to actually think through, how is she feeling? Oh, what does he want? Because, oh, I know how she's feeling. She said it 5 years ago, I recall still. That doesn't allow a lot of room for change or for growth, or for you might feel differently day to day or in a situation that we're in. So by over communicating, I mean, ask a lot of questions, have a lot of family meetings, even if it's just two of you, to talk about how is this going? Do we need more space for one another? Who needs the privacy of the room today? Or with this many people, maybe we can rotate so at least one person gets a couple of hours of privacy a day to talk to some friends in private or to do certain things in private. If you have teenagers, that's probably especially important for them, because they love to be independent, and if they're not able to go out in some places, still not, then it's going to be very, very difficult. For couples, the division of labor is something that needs to be an ongoing discussion, because conditions change and requirements change and demands change. And so you can't just go with old agreements in new circumstance. It requires communication. So I'm saying over communicate, because most people feel like, no, we're probably doing enough of it. Feel like you're doing a little too much of it, and then you're probably on target. So that's one thing that you have to do. And the other thing, it's a very simple thing, but let people in your household know when you're in a bad place. If you come up in the morning and go, hey, look, I'm in just a really bad mood today, but I just wanted you to know, I'll try and snap out of it, but just know, or I'm just feeling really irritable, just to let you know. Then the next time you say something sharp or you have a certain expression, they won't think, is it me, and what's wrong with them, and what's wrong with me, and they'll, okay, no, they're in a bad mood. And then you can say, if somebody says that to you, do you need space, or would it be helpful if we actually hung out? You tell me what's best for you right now. Ask questions. And so that's the over communicating, to like disclose more, problem solve more, bring it to a forum, even if it's just two people, but certainly if there's a family, then to everyone. Here are the issues. Let's put our heads together and figure out what's the best we can do. We're not going to resolve them because they're just issues, but what's the best we can do?